G'day everybody, I'm Dazza. This is Deadhead Shed and welcome back to the channel. Another episode on the 1964 Xm Falcon Futura. Now in this episode I'm going to work on getting the front guards fitted, headlights in, doors fitted. I get 3 of them done, I'll tell you now. The driver's door, I've had to paint that and fit the trim. Having to get locks and mechanisms working in all the doors, handles fitted, they're all seized up, well a few of them were. Some of the interior work I get done as it starts to rain, and a lot of other stuff as well. So anyway, put your feet up, relax, have one of your favourite beverages, and I hope you enjoy. Well, another Saturday comes around. Weather's a bit shit, rainy and windy, cold. But anyway, I've got my list here and I've got to start getting into it. Rightio. First off, I'm going to try and lower the back of this car. Now, I'm just going to loosen bolts off and see if that actually gets it any lower. I'm hoping it will. Even if I can get it down an inch, that'd be a lot better than what it is now. Alright, we'll see how we go. I think I actually felt that drop. Right, we'll take a measurement, see how we went. Holy shit. That's dropped at least 2 inches just by doing that. Excellent. Alright, wasn't expecting that. 2 inches lower. Yeah, stoked. Man, pretty happy about that. Tell you what, this Saturday started out a lot better than last Saturday. So pretty happy about this. Alright, so I'll tighten these nuts up and go on to something else. Just noticed something. Happy Saturday. Kind of short-lived. It's not that bad yet, but I just noticed something. I'll show you. Not a major, but yeah, she's got a leak. I'll have to check that out and see where it's leaking from. I've just given these sand and a coat of penetrol onto the back of the glove box lid and the dash vent. I only used a rag to put it on. Also did the dash. So it hasn't come up too bad. It's only one coat. That's probably all I'll give it actually. Just cleaned up the lock for the glove box and give it a spray with some WD. Screws and the scutcheon, clean them up. Now I'm about to have a go at repairing this glove box. She's all coming apart, and to do that I'm going to give this a go. Alright, didn't come up too bad. All the dags that were on the inside I just cleaned up with a screwdriver. I just waited till it went hard, and then pretty easy. They come off pretty easy actually. I don't think it's going to be overly strong, so I'm thinking about just putting some tape along here, along the corner, along the edge. And I might just squirt some glue in there, then fold this over. Just a bit of extra strength on there, I guess. Pretty rough, but you know what? It's the outside of the glove box. Not going to see it, so. All right, this is the driver's door, and it's not the original door, and that doesn't matter, but I've got to strip this door down because the rubbers are absolutely rubbish on it, and I've had to remove the lock because I do have keyed alike locks off the ignition and both doors. They came with the car. There's a lock I pulled out of this. Now, when I bought the car, I come over this way, I bought a rubber kit. I got this from the US. Worked out a fair bit cheaper than buying it local. I mean, I'm all for supporting local, but when you can save $500, $500 is $500. Moving, it's good. Okay. Okay, one vent window out. So yeah, there's a couple of screws on top there. Oh well, I guess now it's out, I'm going to replace that rubber. I suppose that's why I took it out. I figured I'm doing everything else, I might as well do that. It saves me pulling it apart again later on. There's some shit in there. It's easy pulling shit apart. It's always the fun putting it back together. Probably take 3 or 4 times as long. Well, it does for me anyway. Okay, one handle. Rightio, one door stripped down. Alright, I'm going to sand this bugger. Probably put some more primer on it. And actually I want to drill holes for the trim before I do anything. So I'll do that first. Back in the laundry, giving the seatbelt a clean, a bit of hot water, soap, and haven't got a scrubbing brush, so just using this just to get all the crap off. And yeah, all right, seatbelts are all dry. I hung them out last night after I washed them and came up pretty bloody good actually. Pretty happy with them. There's the buckles have got a little bit of rust on them. I'll give them a go at cleaning them up. A little bit of fraying there. I'll hit that with a cigarette lighter. That'll get rid of that. But yeah, no, the belts have come up really well. Almost like new. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Alright, see how we go. Looks a little bit better, not a whole lot. At least you can't see any frays, I guess. I've just cleaned up the metals, the bracket, the buckles, and yeah, all the metal parts, and come up pretty bloody good. considering this is how they looked before. Okay, it pays to go to someone who knows what they're selling you. This Speedo cable is 1520 or something like that, or 1540, and perfect. It's not 1320, which is way too short. It's not 2340, which is way too long. Yeah, so it should be good. That plastic drive I had amongst my box of plastic parts, 19 teeth. I've got 20s there and I've got 21s, but apparently the 19 is the size I need. So, and of course that was the last one I had. All right, I'm going to install that, and another job off the list. All right, nice to have a Speedo cable that actually fits. Okay, I'm making this up as I go. I've done that first coat of koala beige. Now I've put some grease on the parts I want exposed, and got a small pile of sand over there, or river or creek gravel, and I've just thrown that on the spots where the grease is, and some other spots as well. No idea what's going to happen, how it's going to turn out. Imagine it's going to look pretty rubbish, but I guess that's what the car looks like now. So anyway, I'll put some of this other colour over the top and see how it turns out. How's this for a colour match? Nowhere friggin' near it. This paint shop is absolutely hopeless. Honestly, Blind Freddy and Stevie Wonder do a better job at it. Alright, I just put a light coat of the koala beige over the top, and it's looking better for sure. I don't think I'll put any more on. I don't think I'll put any more paint on. Yeah, that'll do. not too bad. Alright, fair bit of difference. A lot different. Looks pretty shit actually. Anyway, I don't know. Not sure whether I try and repaint it or what. Or I don't worry about it. Don't know. Anyway. I look at that all the time, it's just going to piss me off. Alright. I removed that bracket from off the old window. I'm not sure what you call these, Bailey channels, I don't know. And yeah, I've riveted it onto the new one. Now to do this, I just drilled the rivets out, pretty straightforward, and putting the new one on, I'm using these rivets, that size there, and what I'm doing with my rivet gun, because it's hard to get into the channel with a regular tip on the rivet gun, I've got, because I've done these before, I've got this little piece here. Now I don't remember what it's off. Looks like it might be a flare off a brake line, I don't know. What I'm doing is I'm just putting that on the end of the rivet. So there it is there. And it just extends that nozzle or end of the rivet gun so that it gets into the channel okay. So yeah, that works quite well actually. So just a tip of how I've done it before. And I keep that with my rivet gun. That's that bit of wire hanging off it. So I'll just attach it to that bit of wire so I know, well, so I don't lose the bloody thing. Alright, so that's done. I've cut the slot out at this end. Just need to do that. I don't fancy drilling, it might be alright to drill through that and then just cut it out. I might just cut it out square. I don't remember what that's for. I'll have to have a look. I think it might have been some rivets on the vent window. That might have been what that was for, just to clear them, I guess. Got the vent window here, and there are those two rivets there. That's what that slot is for in that that channel, is just to clear those. All right, I'm going to do something that I've not been looking forward to. These vent windows, I'm going to replace that rubber. Okay, I've got it all apart. I've taken photos as I'm going, just so I know where everything goes. I mean, it's not complicated, but doesn't mean I'm not going to forget. All right, just got to remove this rubber from the frame. I'll do that now. I'll go get the new one just to check that everything's the same. I'm sure it will be, but yeah, I'll go do that now anyway. Here are the new vent window rubbers. Whatever that says on there. Vent window vertical seal and vent window seals. Okay, just going to leave that in the sun for a bit, let it soften up, and hopefully that'll make it easier to get it back into the frame. Okay, all out. Okay, that's gone in pretty easily. I think I was meant to put this on first and this on second. Just trying to get this rubber tucked in behind that other one, right in that corner there. Anyway, I'll muck around with it. I'll do it off camera. And that's ready to go back in. All right, not a very big day today. Got the brake pedal in. You know, doesn't take long. It was only like a 20-minute job. Got that vent window rubber in. Pretty happy about that. And this driver's side rear door. This handle button was stuck. Unstuck that, had to pull the handle off, pull it apart. It was totally seized. Also, the lock was seized as well, so got it working. So yeah, happy about that. And that's as far as I'm going to take that door. I'll give it a clean up, of course. But it's going to go back on like that. I'm not going to worry about putting any Bailey channels in. I'll do that later after the Tassie trip. So, okay, that's Saturday down, and tomorrow's Father's Day. So, the bloody door, that colour, not happy about it. So yeah, tomorrow, not sure what I'm doing. I might do the other back door actually. It's in there. Just want to get that sorted as well so I can get both back doors on and then work forward. Then front doors and then front guards. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Father's Day. All right, now I'm getting really rough. Just got bits of bark on there. I'm just going to do an overspray of that original colour I had mixed up. Not a heavy coat, just a light spray, and hopefully it brings that colour a bit closer. All right, I know, rough as guts, but anyway, I'll try anything at the moment. All right, all packed up. That door's sitting back where it was, and even in this light, it still doesn't look right. Still looks gold compared to the door next to it. Anyway, we'll have a look at it tomorrow, and I may put more paint on it yet. See how we go. Alrighty, see ya. All right, good morning. It's Father's Day. I'm sitting here enjoying a cup of tea and some favourites, and just starting to edit the next video. So yeah, taking it easy, at least for half the day, and then I'll have a bit of lunch, and then I might go over the shed after that. So all right, happy Father's Day, guys, and happy Father's Day to my dad as well. Not looking as bad. I was actually expecting to come over here and start Father's Day off in a crappy way, but that's not too bad. It's still not 100%, of course, but that's all right. I might put a bit more of that silvery colour I had made up, which is supposed to match that, of course, but anyway, I might put a bit more on. Probably depends on the angle, actually. That doesn't look too bad down there. Don't know how it looks through the camera. Actually, through the camera it still looks a bit silver or goldy sort of colour. But it looks a lot better. I might dust some more on there of that original, the colour I had made up, and see how it turns out. Those patterns with the bits of bark doesn't look too bad. Probably a bit hard to see, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to drag this out, put a coat on it, a light coat again, and see how it turns out. Alright, I tried blending the paint into the back door a little bit, not much, just a little bit. I don't think it's done much, but that's as good as it's going to get at the moment. I'm not going to worry about it too much anymore. I just need to get some white paint now to do in between those trims that need to go back on the front door, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to move on to something else now. No wonder that wasn't working. Alright, handle's all fixed. Pretty straightforward. Just cleaned it up, lubed it up, and it's good to go. I've got some more plastics in my box of early Falcon plastics, so I'll grab a couple of those out. So many colours in the sky, it's amazing. That's my problem there. So, I've been mucking around with this door for a little while now. Gap's probably a little bit big at the top. Looks like it could be sitting out there. Might need to go in a little bit at the top. So yeah, I'll keep playing around with this. I'm going to adjust the latch, or the catch. I'm going to move this down a little bit. No, up. I've got to move this up a little bit. I've managed to loosen the two bottom screws, but that top one's a little bit stubborn. So I've got the impact driver sitting here ready to go. And yeah, I'll do that now. Okay, that moved a little bit. Okay, that's got it loose. How that goes right there. Moved it up about 3 or 4 millimeters. So there we go. Bloody wind's come up here. I bought these clips for the stainless trim that goes down the outside of the car. Now, think I paid 25 bucks for these. There's 15 of them. That's delivered. And I think through a couple of the other mobs I went through or have looked at them, they're like $4.50 each. And that's plus postage. So, hell of a lot cheaper where I got these from. Now I just got to check that they fit. Okay, let's try these clips. No, beautiful. That fits quite well. It's actually on there quite snugly with only one clip. I'm just going to use those clips in the front hole there and also the very bottom hole, because it actually has not very good access in behind it, and the same on the doors. On these door ones you can't get in behind on the front section, so yeah, I'll use them there. Alright, I've got my bolts sorted. You've probably seen this before. I've just taken a bit off the head on the grinder, had to drill the washers out to fit over the shank of the bolt, and like that, they just slide straight in with the washer into the trim, and I'm going to fit those on through the holes, like I said, the middle holes, and I'm going to use the clips at the front and the back hole. Once those bolts are done up, that should be nice and tight. It's not what I wanted. The whole spear moved forward then. Okay, I've moved that spear back to where it should be. I'm not going to tell you how I did it. It was a bit rough. Okay, all tightened up. See how it looks. I'm happy with that. I'm going to put that guard on now. Rightio, that front guard is on loosely. I haven't tightened anything up yet because I'm going to have to make adjustments, I'm pretty sure, once the bonnet goes on and the front doors. I'm sure there's going to be adjustments. That gap, well, it's not too bad. Probably could have closed up a bit there, but I still haven't done that bolt up yet. I'll put a bolt in there, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm not going to worry about filming that. I think one side's enough. And I was going to say something else. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah. I've got to clean all these bolts up yet. Can't read me right. Oh, guard, apron, and brace bolts. Okay. Guard to valance. I'm missing 3 bolts. And headlight bolts. So I've got to clean all these up because that's going to be part of this step. And I'm going to video me cleaning up every single bolt because that's what everybody wants to see. I know I get so much joy out of it, I might as well share it. All right, on to the other side and cleaning those. Got some white paint. Gonna do the strip that goes in between the 2 stainless trims. That's the door with a white strip, which looks absolute. So I'll just paint over that again, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I just gave that white section a quick sand. Still looks rubbish, but I don't know. I'll take the tape off and see if I'm okay with it. If I'm not, I might do it again. I don't know. Oh, good. Peeling some paint off. That might add to the effect. Got a new tin of penetrol. The other 2 had gone jelly-like. So anyway, I'm going to get a coat of this on this door. I just thought I'd get this out of the way because it's been bugging me for, well, since last weekend, really. No. Oh, dickhead. Fuck. I don't think the penetrol goes well with that white paint. Just smear it over the rest of the door. At least it's coming off. All right, getting some small stuff done. Got the guard bolted to the apron. Had to clean them bolts up, of course. Yeah, going through more bolts, clean the nuts up. Painting washers and painting more bolts there and there. The other headlight bolts to hold the headlights in, and they are for the to hold the guard to the front apron, the main apron of the car. So they're all done. Door's been sitting outside all day. That white paint, yeah, was a bit tacky even after a couple of days. So Feels a bit better now. Got that door almost done. The outside's all finished. Problem is, it looks too good. It looks better than the rest of the doors. So, anyway, got that vent window in. Handle works well. Locking mechanism works quite good. And that trim, I've put the new lock in as well. So, yeah. Just need to tidy the hinges up, clean them up, get it fitted. Now, of course, a half-hour job turned into like an hour and a half. Well, probably not that long, but I've snapped one of these dowels off that the speed nuts go on. So yeah, I've just drilled that out, and I'm just going to use a Tech screw. So yeah, it's the way I roll at the moment. I just want to get it done. All right, it's Monday morning, September 22nd, and I've made a major decision. Disappointing decision. I'm not happy doing this video, but I've got to pull the pin on the Futura. I'm taking it to Tasmania anyway. It sucks big time. I was hoping to have it done. I probably could get it done, but I don't know if it'll be right, as in, I'm not going to be happy with it, so I'm taking the wagon. It needs a little bit of work done to it, which I'm going to start now, but I just thought I'd do this video. Now, reason for pulling the pin on the Futura, as I said, I don't think I'm going to have it done the way I want it to be done. I'd like to drive it around for a little bit to make sure everything's okay with it, because it needs to be done that way, I think. Also, it needs a wheel alignment once it is ready to go. Got to go over the pits or get an inspection on it, and yeah, that all takes time. You know, all the paperwork, getting it passed through my club, getting the plates for it, just all that takes time. And I don't think I've got that time to do all that. So this hasn't been an easy decision, but a necessary one, I think. Not only that, I've got nothing done around this place. We've got a possum up in the roof, and he's been up there for months. And I need to do something about that. I need to block the access off. I need to fix that. Just everything in general is messy. Like, look at the roof of my shed. I think the plants are growing better in that gutter than they do in the garden. You know, just shit like that needs to be done. And we're coming into summer, that needs to be done. We're in a bushfire prone area, so yeah. Also, you know, even just going out with my family, just going to the movies, or I've been putting that sort of stuff off. Going down to the beach or going for walks or whatever. Been putting that off. I've been antisocial with my friends, with mates. I haven't got many mates, I've only got a couple, but I've been antisocial with them as well. And that sucks, it's not a good thing. So, lots of reasons to say time to stop on the Futura. Alright, I did want to do this video. I don't know if I said that or not, but yeah, it sucks big time. But I'm still going to continue working on it, but at my own leisure. I'm not going to be rushed. I mean, I'm putting the pressure on myself. No one's pressurizing me to do it. But yeah, it's kind of a relief actually to make this decision. It's kind of a relief to make this decision. So it's just going to ease things up for me. All right. Sorry guys. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Bloody cookie.